Hey everybody, Prepper Nurse 1 here. Today is Thursday, January 11th, 2018. So I wanted to show you first what I got here in the mail. And this obviously is the state flag for Missouri. So that was sent out to me. I should probably do it. There we go. Alright. So probably upside down. See, it's up, yeah. So I was right the first time. Look at that, see? Yeah, with the bears. Okay, so that was sent to me, and so thank you very much for that. That will definitely be going up in the spring. And actually, I have a connection with Missouri. I did my basic in AIT when I was in the Army. We called it Fort Lost in the Woods in the state of Missouri, but it's obviously Fort Leonard in Missouri. But that was the nickname that everybody gave it because it's out in the middle of nowhere. A lot of tattoo joints, strip clubs, and all that good stuff out in that area though. So that was really nice that they were making sure they were taking care of the GIs. So anyway, weather-wise today, overcast as you can see. But we actually did bring in some pretty decent solar for an overcast day. Last time I checked here, we had brought in 1.3. And again, it's because of the time of year. So that has a lot to do with it. So what we're going to do is I'm going to show you one of the things that I have to do quite often. Not really even quite often, to be honest with you, but I'm going to set this up so you guys can see. Alright. So here's my chimney cap. Come back over here. Okay. So basically, I don't know how well you're going to be able to see this, but the creosote builds up in the cap. And so if I get a halfway decent day, what I'll do is I'll come up here. Now I haven't done this since the fall, and actually the creosote is not that bad, but I figure I got to burn the rest of this month, all of February, and probably part of March. So at some point, and you can see all that stuff there, at some point it's going to get to a point where we're not going to be able to, you know, it's going to get all completely bogged down. So if I come out here now and clean this out, now I probably won't have to do it again. Yeah, there's some stuff pretty much up there. So then what I'll do, actually I might just take it down and show you, and that way I'll come back up and I'll finish this part, but I will, actually I'll give you a bird's eye view from the top up here. So anyway, all the stuff that was on the roof, as you can see, is off. Heather said about midnight last night, everything sloshed off the roof altogether. So here's the upper view of everything. There's the camper. Got that front point covered up too. And we have had no leaking this year. I had put the sealer on there. And then what I really do need to do in the spring is clean the entire top of this off again and seal the whole thing again. And I'm going to do that this year. So there's one of my 10 things on my list that's got to get done. That'll be an easy one to do. So I'm going to be making my list out as well. And I'll be working on those things there. But yeah, so this is a bird's eye view of everything. Now I'll take it down over here, and you can see over here is where we're going to be putting the chicken coop. So I have all this area all up through here that I can utilize, like all this over here, all through this area, that's all mine. And you see over where that there's a boat sitting over there, that's like the property line. And that's my neighbor's stuff over there. He's got some tires in the boat, and he's got a car, and that's right on the property line there. So all that all through here is mine, and it goes up the hill quite a ways. So I have quite a bit of area that I can utilize. All through in here, I think, is going to be a good area to develop, and I do plan on developing that area. There's a lot of wood that I got to get cleaned up. Even if I just take it out and burn it, have a nice big old bonfire, I think that might be an option as well. I definitely need to be on top of those type of things. But yeah, that's what I got to work on. So, so what we're thinking here, let me just, while I'm up here, I'll show you. Once we, in the spring, with the solar panels over here, taking those 6 panels completely out of there, going back a little farther, this pine tree right here, as you can see, that one's going to come out. That's coming out altogether, okay? So there's another scraggly tree right there. I might take that out, and I'll go back a little farther, more over by the propane tank, and put my solar rack up in that area. I think that's what I'm going to end up doing, so that it can get more of the sunlight earlier and longer, you know, so it's over the top of these trees and stuff like that. So I'm thinking that's going to be the game plan as far as that goes. But so yeah, so today I'm going to, like I said, be cleaning the chimney off and stuff like that. But here's the bird's eye view. Buddy, what's going on? Anyway, I'm going to take my time. I don't want to slide down off of this. It's not wet, but I still want to be careful. Last thing I want to do is fall off the freaking roof. Okay. So, no creosote gets built up inside here. It's just that cap that ends up getting the creosote on it. And I'm going to show you something underneath here. So, if I pull this off, there's a cap here that used to be attached, but I took it off. Now watch. Okay, so you see a little stuff there, but and more will get in there. But basically, so I'll empty that out again. But there in the chimney itself, there's not a lot of buildup. I mean, there's hardly any, to be honest with you. It's just, for whatever reason, that cap gets messed up. And I'm going to get a sweep as well this year and just run it through there in the spring as well, just to make sure that that's all squared away. But so that's the game plan for today. I'm going to get up there and I'm going to clean that chimney and get that squared away and get that done. Just because it's actually like, I don't even know what the temperature is, to be honest with you, but everything, as you can see, the snow is melting, and so our paths are kind of cleared off now, which is a good thing. But yeah, like I said, it's just you know, it's real. Any day in January that you get that's going to be a mild day, that is basically t-shirt weather, you're going to take it. You're going to take advantage of it, and you're going to get some things done. And so that's, I wanted to make sure I got out, took care of that chimney today, and so that was a priority. So as soon as I get off of here, I'm going to go and finish that up and get that cleaned up so that that's good to go, and so I won't have any issues with that. But so I hope you like the view from up on top. It gives you a little different perspective of the property. But lots going to be going on this year. It's going to be a lot of interesting stuff, to be honest with you. I have a lot of plans, and if half of my plans come into fruition this year, I would be happy. So, I mean, realistically, I will be happy with getting these 6 panels out of those racks, pushing them back, and then getting you know, a nice good rack in there, and getting those panels up on that rack. That one can stay for right now until I get a point where a lot of it comes down to cost. What's it going to cost me to put in, you know, a really solid rack? If it's decent enough, I could get 2 of them in here. We'll see what happens. But so that's going to be the game plan for right now, and we're going to just keep working on things that way. So if I get that done, I get the chicken coop done this year, and if there's any way possible that I can get a greenhouse in this year, I would call that a win for this year, to be honest with you. Upgrade the solar, like I said. I did order the panels, and so I should be, I don't know how soon I'm going to be getting them. I'm going to have to check. But so getting those things done this year, I will call that a win. Real happy, you know, like with that. I think this year is going to be a really productive, positive year. And I'm just going to keep banging away at stuff, and we'll see how things go. So that's what's happening here today at the homestead. And very, very mild, nice day. I mean, even though it's overcast, it's okay. But so that's what we're working on. So anyway, guys, remember, hug and kiss the ones you love. Tell them how you feel every day. Tomorrow's not guaranteed. We never know what's going to happen. And remember, STD. It's one step at a time, one thing at a time, and one day at a time. Whatever you're trying to do, whatever goals you're trying to accomplish, you can do it. And the only one that's going to stop you from getting there is yourself. And that's realistically, that's the truest thing. And like I said, life is way too short to be unhappy. If you're unhappy, change your situation. Again, thank you for sending the flag. It is very much appreciated. And like I said, that will join the others in the spring flying. And we're gonna have a lot of new flags out there this year, which is gonna be kind of cool too. And so we'll get them up there. We'll get them flying. I still need a new UK flag. If anybody's interested in sending me a flag from the UK, I would appreciate that. I still need another Dutch flag, and so those were the 2 flags that still needed to be replaced. And then if anybody was so inclined to send me a Harley flag again, I would love another Harley flag. So let me know, guys. I will talk to you all later. I hope everybody's doing well, and have a good day, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. Prepper Nurse 1 out for now.